جی تو آپ نے ایل ایم یو یونیورسٹی میں بیچلرز اور ماسٹرز کیا اردو اور ہندی کی ڈائریکشن میں، لیکن سوال میرا یہ ہے کہ اردو اور ہندی میں ہی کیوں انٹرسٹ کیسے پیدا ہوا آپ کا؟
مجھے کلچر بہت پسند ہے اور آئی ہیو سین سم بالی ووڈ موویز اینڈ دس از واٹ اسٹارٹڈ دی انٹرسٹ. I like the colors, I like the food, I like the clothes, the people, the languages, monsoon, it's yes, quite a lot.
نہیں اس میں تو کوئی شک نہیں کہ انڈیا پاکستان بر صغیر کا کلچر بہت رچ ہے اور بہت ہی ہسٹوریکل ہے. تو یہ یعنی کہ آپ کو بیچلر سے پہلے before your bachelor studies you were introduced to it and then you started searching about where these kind of courses can be offered. So bachelor's program کا نام کیا تھا؟ LMU میں bachelor's program کا نام کیا تھا؟
It's called Buddhist and South Asian Studies currently, but I concentrated on South Asian studies. So I did Hindi and Urdu and then Telugu, Kannada, Sanskrit, all these languages and cultures, and we translated a lot.
اوکے یعنی آپ ان زبانوں کی ترجمے کر رہی تھی، ٹرانسلیشنس کر رہی تھی اپنے تھیسس میں، اپنے ڈگری میں. تو تھیسس جو تھا اس کا ٹاپک کیا تھا؟ واٹ واز دا ٹاپک آف یور بیچلر تھیسس؟
It was 3 poems from Fahmida Riaz translated into German at that time.
Okay, so you translated 3 poems. So there were so many, مطلب بہت زیادہ آپ نے لوگوں کو پڑھا. تو how come you choose Fahmida Riaz?
Oh, I liked the way she wrote, the way she expressed herself. It was like, so I read poetry and I laugh a lot because I can completely understand what she means, how she means it, and it attracted me because I also write poetry, and then I could relate to that.
زبردست. اور آپ کہہ رہی ہیں کہ آپ you can also write poetry. تو آپ نے کچھ آپ کی زبان میں poetry لکھتی ہیں؟
Yes, but I don't have it here now.
Yeah, no problem. But in which language you write your poetry?
German and English.
Okay, yes. Interesting. So do you have آپ نے پبلش بھی کی ہے کوئی بک یا چند پوئمس لکھی ہیں ابھی؟
نہیں.
Not yet. But hopefully future میں جلدی. تو بیچلرس کے بعد آپ کو اچھا لگا تو آپ نے ماسٹرز پھر کس سبجیکٹ میں کیا؟ What was the topic of your master's program?
That was religion and philosophy in South Asia. And this is a combination with also a Chinese, Chinese culture, Japanese culture, but I focused on the Indian culture again, or the South Asian culture, and I did some Braj Bhasha, we translated some Kabir, we translated some Mirabai, and then I did some Nazir Barabari and Islamic festivals, Muslim culture, and yes.
ویری انٹرسٹنگ. اس کا مطلب ہے آپ کا فیسٹیول اور کلچرس کے حوالے سے نالج مجھ سے تو بہت زیادہ ہے. تو یہ چیزیں سیکھتے وقت کیا آپ کو انٹرسٹ پیدا ہوا اور آپ ڈیڈ یو ایون وزٹ انڈیا ڈیورنگ یور اسٹڈیز؟ وہ ایکسپیرینس شیئر کرنا چاہیں گی؟
I visited it 10 times.
10 times, wow.
Mostly I was there when there was monsoon. So I love monsoon, and I've mostly been to Mumbai, and whoever is from India or hears about it, I mean, everything's wet, everything's humid, and it's like, but it's lovely, that warm rain and the chai, cutting chai, you get them on the streets, and I just love it, the saris, everything, and all the languages they speak.
نہیں ویری انٹرسٹنگ. اب میرا بھی دل کر رہا ہے کہ میں بھی ممبئی چلا جاؤں، جا کے ثقافت اور کلچر وہاں پہ دیکھوں. تو بہت اچھا لگا. اچھا, یو فنش یور ماسٹرز ڈگری اینڈ دین یو ڈیسائڈیڈ ٹو کنٹینیو ریسرچ, پی ایچ ڈی, یو اسٹارٹیڈ پی ایچ ڈی. تو پی ایچ ڈی میں دین یو اگین سلیکٹڈ فہمیدہ ریاض. اس کی کیا ریزن تھی؟
It's I always wanted to do something about her again, but I couldn't because I knew, okay, you cannot just go on doing it in your bachelor's and a master's and then a PhD. So I had a break, and I found it very interesting. During my research, I found out that she read Nazir Barabari, and I was like, oh wow, so I actually continued with her in some way. And it's the topics she raises, and sometimes she's very bold and she criticizes the government, but she's also like for women's rights, and this is also very, very interesting, and her journey and her life. And this is why I chose her again.
सो टॉपिक्स बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होते जा रहे हैं और डिटेल्स में हम जा रहे हैं, और हम भी क्यूरियस हो गए हैं कि फहमीदा रियाज़ की पोइट्री में इन्होंने क्या क्या देखा, और क्या आप उनसे मिली कि नहीं, मिल पाई कि नहीं, और बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन जहन में हैं, आपके जहन में भी होंगे. और हम लेते हैं ब्रेक. स्टे ट्यून फॉर द नेक्स्ट एपिसोड. सी यू गाइस, बाय. वेलकम बैक व्यूअर्स. हम लोग हैं रेखा के साथ, जो जर्मनी से ताल्लुक़ रखती हैं और उनको उर्दू अदब और हिंदी अदब में बहुत दिलचस्पी है. इस एपिसोड में हम उनसे फर्दर जानेंगे, मज़ीद जानेंगे कि उनका जो पीएचडी थीसिस है, रिसर्च है, इसमें इन्होंने क्या किया एग्जैक्टली. तो आप बताना चाहेंगी इस तहकीक के बारे में?
So it's about Fahmida Riaz, it's about portrayals of women, and I researched all her poetry and I selected 47 out of them, translated them, analyzed them. How does she portray feminism? How does it change? How is it involved with her life? And also the story behind feminism in Pakistan or in India before partition. Yeah, so this is like what I did.
So ये कह रही हैं कि इन्होंने 47 नज़में फहमीदा रियाज़ साहिबा की चूज़ की, और उसमें ये दिखाया कि हिंदो पाक में किस तरह जो है 47 नज़में इन्होंने चूज़ की उनकी. तो वो आपने 47 नज़में क्यों चूज़ की? Why did you choose these specific 47 poems? I think she has a lot of more poems, right?
First of all, they had to be untranslated, so there are around 60 poems that have been translated to English already. Then she's written about 7 different volumes of poetry over her lifetime, and I wanted to have some percentage similar to that what has already been published. So that would be around 47 to 50 poems, which is quite a lot. And then I said, okay, what are the genres? Is she talking about motherhood? Is she talking about the society, patriarchal structures? And I didn't want to have it repeated, so I looked into every volume, like Badan Darida, Pattar Ki Zaban, and I was like, okay, how many do I need? I need 7 to 8 poems. And okay, there's a lot of heartbreak, then there is motherhood, there is the first time, and then I looked into the second one. Okay. What do I choose that is similar but not the same? I didn't want to have a repetition, so that I have some picture of how she portrays women in Pakistan. I mean, specifically in Urdu and in Karachi, because this is where she lived and worked most of the times. But okay. Yeah.
यानी कि आपने उनका, क्योंकि नज़में तो बहुत ज़्यादा थी, लेकिन आपने इस हिसाब से चूज़ की जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी पीएचडी की, और जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी कि जो जिसमें सारे टॉपिक्स कवर हो जाएं जो आप बताना चाह रही हैं, जो मैसेज देना चाह रही हैं. तो उर्दू ज़ुबान यानी कि बहुत गहरी ज़ुबान है, अदब गहरी ज़ुबान है, तो ये सीखने में आपको कितना वक्त लगा कि आप ये जो टर्म्स यूज़ होती हैं शायरी में, वो तो हम भी वैसे भी कोई अजनबी ज़ुबान सीखना एक बड़ा चैलेंज होता है, लेकिन एक अजनबी ज़ुबान और ऊपर से पोएटिक लैंग्वेज यानी जो अदबी ज़ुबान है वो मज़ीद मुश्किल है. तो इसमें आपको क्या चैलेंजेस आए?
I had challenges with the idiomatic language. And I had challenges. Some of the words mean different things, and then you really have to select and choose which fits best, but also what does she want to say? You know, it's a bit tricky. You know a lot about the language, but you don't know everything. So you have to really stick to the text. You have to see the whole poem. You have to understand the poet behind it, because otherwise you can't translate it. And then as close as possible to the text. I mean, what I've seen is a lot of poetry that has been translated, but very literally. So if you read my translation, for instance, you need to have a background of the South Asian culture, because you can't understand it otherwise. Yes. So I had friends who then recommended me other friends, and who cross-checked the poetry, obviously, because I'm not a native speaker. Yeah. And then you have to train them how to cross-check. Please don't do it literally. Please be as close to the text as possible. So these were the challenges, actually. Yeah.
यानी ज़ुबान को सीखने के लिए कल्चर को समझना भी बड़ा ज़रूरी है, और कल्चर से हम देख रहे हैं कि आज आपने कल्चरल लिबास पहना हुआ है, बिल्कुल ट्रेडिशनल लिबास पहना हुआ है. सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंडियन और पाकिस्तानी कल्चरल ड्रेसेस यू लाइक और यू नॉर्मली वेयर?
I like all of them. I normally wear them if there is a very big function, then I do wear a sari. I do wear an akalis. I wear the shalwar kameez. And summers it's warmer here. It's very cold in winters in Munich and in Germany, so you can't wear them that much. But in summers, yes, you see me very often with all the shalwar kameez, all the colors, and I just like them. It feels like home. So the subcontinent feels like home, and just feels natural to wear them. Yeah.
बहुत ज़बरदस्त. अच्छा, ये मुझे बताएं कि जर्मन अदब और उर्दू अदब को आप किस नज़र से देखती हैं?
I like the German poetry and also like the literature, but मेरे ख्याल से उर्दू अदब बहुत ज़्यादा दिलचस्प है. We have to cut.
मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूँगा कि उर्दू और जर्मन अदब को आप किस तरह देखती हैं?
I think I like German language and I like the literature. It's very interesting. But मेरे ख्याल से उर्दू अदब बहुत दिलचस्प है. तो its poetry is nicer. It flows. It has this elegance. I don't know. It's way nicer. And the whole culture is in a language. It always shows how the culture is, how it evolves around it. So when you read something in Urdu, you know about the culture, you learn about the culture, and this is the beauty in it. It's like you're not in Pakistan or in India. You just read it and you feel at ease, you feel at home, and you have this feeling, and yeah, that's what.
बहुत ज़बरदस्त. एक जर्मन खातून से उर्दू के हवाले से उर्दू शायरी के हवाले से इतना अट्रैक्शन और इतनी वो सुन के मुझे बल्कि थोड़ी सी अजीब सा लग रहा है कि मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने की ज़रूरत है, और मैं उर्दू दान होते हुए उर्दू की शायरी में इतना मुझे अबूर हासिल नहीं. लेकिन हम एक अदीब के साथ बैठे हुए हैं जिनको शायरी से इंटरेस्ट है, तो हम डेफिनेटली आपसे वी वुड लाइक टू हेयर फ्यू कुछ शेर आपसे सुनना चाहेंगे. आप सुनाना चाहेंगी कोई पोइट्री? जी, तो ये आपने आज क्या चूज़ किया हमें सुनाने के लिए? What have you chosen?
So Fahmida's last volume was Tum Kabir. And she has some very interesting poetry in it. And there was one poem that she wrote for the feminist movement. It's very long, it's very interesting, and it is about patriarchal society, what happens if girls are raped, and it looks at everything. It looks at the father, it looks at the society, it looks at the girl herself, what she thinks of it, and it's very, very, very interesting. And I've chosen two small parts, like what the father says, and then also what the girl says herself in the end.
Thank you. It will be interesting. Sunaye aap.
So I shall. Okay, the father says, मत के मुझको बाबा बाबा खींच नालू में तेरी ज़ुबान, इस दहलीज़ तलक क्यों पहुँची रास्ते में पड़ता था कुआं.